Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. You might have noticed that I haven't done any movie reviews for quite some time, and I apologise for that. But I'm back with a vengeance, and to begin, I'm going to review what I think was quite possibly one of the best films of last year, 2016. A bit of a surprise, considering I'm a big science fiction fan, and I loved Star Trek Beyond and Rogue One, and I'm an espionage fan, so I liked Jason Bourne. But surprisingly enough, my favourite film of the whole year was an old-time style Hollywood revival musical, La La Land, starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. I was blown away. I wasn't sure what to expect. I wouldn't say I was the biggest fan of musicals necessarily, but I liked some of the old school ones, the classics like Singing in the Rain and American Paris, Wizard of Oz, and Sound of Music. And I felt this one really was a love letter to those old classic films, and just classic film in general. And the movie was also, I'd recommend it to anyone who was a fan of classic jazz music. A big part of the story was a jazz pianist. Okay, so the story concerns a young aspiring actress, played by Emma Stone, who can't get a break and can't get any auditions, and fumbles her lines and completely blows her gigs. And it's, for anyone who's tried to do the auditioning circuit, it's really heartbreaking to watch. And I did try when I was younger to go to some auditions, and it's just such a heart-wrenching experience. And you feel really sorry for her character. And you also meet a jazz pianist who is frustrated by the changes in the scene and wants to keep the old jazz alive, played by Ryan Gosling. And the two leads are fantastic. They just do a phenomenal job. And although they're not trained singers, I think this actually lends a bit of credibility and vulnerability to the film. I think it works better than if they got trained singers for the movie. I'm not a musical expert, and that's probably why I enjoyed it so much, because I've heard a lot of people say that they are not musical fans, but they loved this film. And it's probably because it's not just a musical, it's a drama as well. It's I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but the story is a love story, but with an ending that you might not expect. And it kind of calls back to some classic films and their bittersweet endings. And lots of references to classic film. Gone with the Wind, Rebel Without a Cause, Casablanca. So as an old film buff, I really enjoyed that. And the music itself, I couldn't get out of my head. Like, I saw the movie yesterday, and I still have the piano love theme melody in my head. It's been ringing around in my head for days. And I just love the direction in this film. There's lots of long tracking shots, like continuous takes, which would have taken forever to set up. And just imagine if one person blew their line or just flubbed a dance move or something, they'd have to redo the entire scene. So it would have taken a lot of takes. So you really have to respect all the dedication and work that went into this film. There's a few kind of tricks there that might be edits that make it look like one big unbroken take. And lots of lingering close-ups on people's faces so you can really get into their emotional states. So the songs actually help to tell the story. Like, they're not just there, just people bursting into song for no reason. They actually develop the characters and move the story along. The film was directed by Damien Chazelle, who was responsible for the film that swept the awards seasons a few years ago, Whiplash, about a jazz musician. I haven't actually seen Whiplash yet, but I intend to do so now because I really enjoyed this one. Clearly the director is a big fan of music and old movies, and it really drives his passion for his films. And this one has swept the Golden Globes. It won 7 Golden Globes, and I predict it will at least be nominated for several Oscars too. I'm not sure that it will win, but I actually hope that it does. I hope that this wins Best Picture for the year at the Oscars. It really deserves it. It's a really great film, and I'd recommend it to anyone, even if you're not a fan of musicals. Um, I've got so much to say about this film, and I can't really contain it in just a few minutes. So, if you are serious about movies, go and see it. It's brilliant. Um, it's a movie for the romantics. It's a movie for the old romantics and the dreamers and the fools and the passionate ones. It's a movie about passion. It's a movie about following your dreams, no matter the cost. I really enjoyed it. I'm giving it my seal of approval. This is Adam Morton signing out.